Alright everyone, I'm here with another layout, and here you're going to see our little kitten that we found on the walk. She's about, after she started to feel better, because she was pretty dehydrated, super hungry, and really bad infection in her leg. Once she started to feel better, her level of play is that of a 5-week-old kitten. So we're figuring she was born around Father's Day. And, but anyway, so that is how tiny she is. So I had her up there because at this point we had just got her the night before. And, no, night before. Perhaps this was the next morning because I found her on a Thursday night because I heard something Thursday morning on the walk, and I told Mateo, "Do you hear that? Is that a bird or is that a cat?" And so bird went, it quit, so I was like, okay, it must have been a bird. And so, excuse me. So we went on our walk, continued, and then when we came back that evening, I had my friend's kids with me, and I was like, "You hear that again, Mateo? See?" And they spotted, and then my friend's son, Caleb, spotted her. So he went to catch her, and she ran because his little sister ran up to her. And so I had to have them hold Coco, and then I grabbed her real quick. And she was scared and hissed and tried to scratch me, but I wasn't leaving her out there to die. Her sore, it looks like somebody was abused her, it really does. And then left her there for dead. Because the sore on her paw, it goes all the way around her paw, like string, like a piece of string was tied around her paw, and it ripped her flesh. And so when I got her, she would get anywhere near you, and it smelled like rotting flesh. It was horrible. So my friend helped me. I had some Neosporin, gauze, and some wrap, one of those self-stick wraps, and we wrapped with that. So, and then it wasn't it. So then I would take it off and let it breathe, but she would lick it so bad. So I would put so she told me to I put peroxide, but someone told me that kills even the good bacteria. So they said that it's going to burn, so to put rubbing alcohol. So I did do that. And in about 24-hour period, I did it twice, and that worked. So all better. But anyway, so that's the story behind her, and Alex named her Ginger, and now she's a huge pain in the butt. Okay, so anyway, my background and the flower layer is Die Cuts with a View Floral Fair, and that aqua layer is from the Fresh Floral Stack, which is also Die Cuts with a View. And then the pattern squares, those I cut at 3.5 and 3.5. My fingers swelled so bad at night. My rings leave marks, especially my wedding ring. Oh gosh. All right. Alright, so I'm just getting all that down. And you see my big mess on my desk. So I'm excited. I'm getting my car fixed tomorrow. There's several things wrong with it. And so a friend of mine is going to have his mechanic come. We ordered the parts and his mechanic's going to fix it for like $200. He's like, it's going to be 8 hours. And I'm like, and you're going to fix it for 200? Sweet. So that's good. So I'm titling this Always Happy, and always was a chipboard sticker, I want to say, from Crepe Paper's All Heart. It was from one of the more recent kits, and then Happy is really old. And I'm really glad that this has been, finding this kitten has been amazing for Pat, and they play like if he can't find her, he cries out for her, and he's like little daddy. He really is. He took her because at first he hissed and he wanted nothing to do with her, and Coco wasn't sure what it was. It took about a week. It took about 4 or 5 days in Patton, and then she started to become more active because she started to feel better. And so she what was I gonna say? I'm watching them. Oh, she started to play, and then he became interested, like, oh, that looks like fun. And now they play all the time. All the time. In fact, I just texted my sister, which I'll be scrapbooking those pictures. I had a whole bunch of pictures of them. And I told my sister, I said, I totally get this. He goes to use the bathroom and she follows him in. So he's trying to use the bathroom with her in there with him. I said, oh, I totally get it. I says, you can't even go to the bathroom without the kids bothering you. I mean, I get it, because even Mateo, he was 5 when he came to live with me, and I'm like, you can't go in the, I mean, there would be times he'd come in the bathroom with me, and I'd be like, hello. And then it's like, then eventually I'm like, no, you're not coming in. And he would sit outside the door and talk to me through the cracks. Like, so I totally get it. Anyway. Alright, so these other die cuts are all from past Hip Kit clubs. The Fun Trip, I'm not sure that I had just loose in with the die cut, so I'm not 100% sure where it come from. So I like how this layout come together. So this is a playground. It was, we went there after school. We had something to do in that area, so we had a little bit of time to kill. And so there was this park, and it was humongous, and it had this little house or barn looking place or play. So we took his picture. But it's like an hour or so away. It was quite a drive, but it was fun. I'd like to take him back there. So, like I said, my layouts have become more embellishment heavy. I put as much as I possibly can on there so I can use up some of these old Hip Kit Club die cuts because they're accumulating fast. And so it's still got quite a bit. So I don't know if I want to take my in the month of August and continue on with my working with my stash, or maybe a little bit each day, because I need to do something that to de-stress. I used to do my scrapbooking in the evenings, and I need to get back into doing that. That was my time to de-stress, and so I need to do that. Besides just a hot bath and hot tea. And the garbage man is here. So now I'm going to do some enamel dots from my stash, and she's behind my desk. I'm trying to climb. Someone's like she's trying to climb my cubes. Ginger, come here. Trying to get her to learn her name. Oh, good girl. Ginger. Toots. Ginger. Always getting in my cords. Ugh. Anyway, so that is gonna pretty much complete this kit, or complete this layout. So when I have more done, I will certainly be back with those. Thanks for watching, guys.